Hello everyone and welcome to registering for the NCLEX. Before we get started, I do want you to know that everything that I say to you on this video will be in a document and written down for you to have. You don't have to take notes, but just go ahead and watch as we walk through some of the websites because I think that's more important. All right, so on the Olivet side of things, we want to make sure that all your student balances are paid, that there's no outstanding coursework or grades. You can either score more than 900 on the HESI exit or complete a review course approved by Dr. Greer. Okay, that's more of the school stuff here that has to happen. Outside of school, there are 3 to 4 steps depending on how you see it. The first, I think some of you have already done, is to get your fingerprints done. What you'll want to do is mail those fingerprint receipts to Continental Testing. I have the address for you in the document. But you'll want to use certified mail to make sure that it gets there instead of trying to call them to see if it's there yet. You can track it with certified mail. And you want to make a copy of the receipt for yourself just in case, for whatever reason, it gets lost in the mail, it gets rained on, snowed on. We're in Illinois, so, all bets are off. So that's something that you can do right now. You don't have to wait for graduation, okay? The next 2 steps I'm going to walk you through, okay? The first is going to be to register with the Board of Nursing and Continental Testing. So it's 2 names, but 1 step really. And then we're going to look at Pearson VUE, which is the national organization that hosts the NCLEX. Okay. Okay, so before we go to the NCLEX, we are going to go over here to idfpr.illinois.gov. Okay. From here, you're going to go to Divisions and Offices and click on Professional Regulation. On this page, you're going to scroll down to New Applications. Okay, and let me just move this for you guys. There you go. All right. Under New Applications, you're going to go to Healthcare Professionals and find Nurse. Once you're at Nurses, you're going to go under RN and LPN applications, and you're going to click on Registered Nurse Examination Application. Okay? Do not click on Registered Professional Nurse Endorsement. Endorsement is for when you already have a nursing license and you're looking to transfer it to the state of Illinois. If you click on that, finish the process and pay, you will not get reimbursed, so don't do that. You're going to click on Registered Nurse Examination Application. This will redirect you to the Continental Testing website. Okay, so Continental Testing hosts, they work with the Board of Illinois to make sure that you're released and able to take the test. Okay, under Continental Testing, you're going to do State of Illinois examinations. Okay, your professional regulation is 041. So 041, Registered Professional Nurse. And here they have information. So usually there'd be an address here to send your receipts to for Continental Testing, but I do have the address for you, so don't worry about it. To register with them, it's $107. So just know that in advance. Okay. After you've reviewed that information, there is no refund on testing fees. So when you're ready to pay, you'll click on Apply for Exam. Here you'll enter your social security number, a non-Olivet email, as your Olivet email will expire, I believe, 30 to 90 days after graduation. And then you're going to be first-time candidates or candidate with application over 3 years old. And then you're going to click Start. Okay, so that's IDFPR/Continental Testing. That's one big step. Okay, once you have registered with them, let's close these out. You can then go to NCLEX.com. This is Pearson VUE's NCLEX page. This is nice as there used to not be a web page with all the information on it, but now it is. So they make it super easy for you. Registration process. Here you're going to click on Register Online Now. Before we do that, program codes. Okay, I'm going to send it to you in the document, but I also want you to know that it's available here. All you have to do is click on program codes. It will give you this booklet. We're going to go to search and we're going to type in Olivet, enter, and then there's Olivet, okay, Illinois Bourbonnais, and the code there is the US 49505000. It says Bourbonnais because that is where the main campus, our corporate offices per se, are located. Moving forward, anytime you're asked for your university's address, it will be the one University Avenue in Bourbonnais, even though we're in Oak Brook. That's okay. Okay, so know that that is for you. Okay, we're going to close that up. Now you're going to register online, okay? So you can register for an account before you're ready to register for the test. So just like any website these days, you need to create an account, okay? Here's their privacy policy. So they let you know about data collection, data processing, who and why they're going to transfer data. And then here's CCTV. You are recorded during your entire testing session. If you're like me and you kind of fidget, you're going to want to put a lid on that, because if you move too much, you might be flagged for possible cheating, and then they will have to have somebody look over your entire footage to make sure that you weren't cheating, and that will cause a delay in getting your test results. So if you can, don't fidget very much. They're also going to be taking a palm vein scan, and so you need consent to that for the day of testing. Okay. Then you are going to enter your information. Email. Again, make sure that you're using a non-Olivet email. Okay. I happen to have an account for demo purposes, so I'm going to sign in. And this is what your dashboard will look like. Okay. So since I didn't register for the NCLEX because I didn't pass nursing school, you would start there, and then once you get your ATT, you start to go here. Okay. And then you can enter your information. Quick results. So after you take the exam, it takes a little bit of time for you to get your actual results, okay? If you want your unofficial results 48 business hours after taking your exam, you can pay for quick results and get that. I can't do it here because I've never taken the exam, but I believe it's about $8 for that. Otherwise, your official results will come in the mail. Okay, so that's what your dashboard will look like. And that's it as far as the websites go. Okay, we're going to go back to this document I have here, which you will get. And we're going to talk a little bit. All right, where'd it go? NCLEX handout. There it is. Okay. Okay, so the first thing we talked about was the Board of Nursing Continental Testing, and then register with Pearson VUE, which is the NCLEX. By the way, that's about $200. So between the two of those, that's $307, okay? And then whatever you had paid to get your fingerprinting done. Okay, so how do you get your authorization to test? If all these things are completed, and then all these things are completed, after your graduation, you are going to receive an authorization to test. Your conferral graduation day is January 15th. That's for all nursing students at Olivet Nazarene University. The day after, the business day after your conferral date, you will be released. That takes 2 to 3 business days to get to continental testing. Then they have 10 days to process it. So it may take up to 2 weeks after your conferral date to get your authorization to test, also known as the ATT. In recent years, it has not taken 2 weeks unless there was something outstanding from this grade here. So that's worst case scenario, okay? What does an ATT look like? This is a sample of an authorization to test email, okay? So you'll get that, and you'll get your NCLEX ID and all that information there. You have 90 days after that to register for the exam, but do it as soon as possible, okay? All right, let's see here. We talked about correct results already. All right, and that is the university's address. You know your code. We know our program code, and your license by examination, okay? And this is the document that I will send everybody. At the very top, here is where you're going to send the proof of your fingerprinting. Continental Testing, P.O. Box 100, LaGrange, Illinois. So that's there for you. Okay, friends, other than that, you're going to want to just refer to the NCLEX webpage. Okay, it has all the information that you will need in order to register. And if it wants to pull up for me, that would be great. technical difficulties. All right, let's see here. Sorry, friends. There it is. Hello, welcome back. Okay, let's move this over. Okay, so Pearson VUE, we're going to go back to the NCLEX page. Okay, exam day. It gives you every information that you need to know about exam day. Okay, dress comfortably, arrive early. If the doors close and you are not in your seat, they will forfeit your appointment and you'll have to pay the exam fee again. Okay, bring a photo ID. So they're going to take your signature, take a picture of you, and again, do that palm vein scan, as I had mentioned before. You're going to get an on-screen calculator and a erasable noteboard, just like you did for all the exams here at Oakbrook. And you have 5 hours to complete the test. Okay, the test is anywhere from 75 to 145 questions, and stops once it considers that you've answered enough correct questions to be licensed as a nurse. Just because you go all the way to 145 does not mean that you failed. They do throw in test questions, pilot questions that they use nursing students to answer. So a lot of times they'll do that. There's preparation, there's practice exams, and really just anything that you need to know, frequently asked questions. They have it all on here, which is really nice. Again, what didn't used to all be here, so now it's very nice to have a central web page to go to. Okay. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, even if it's after graduation. We'll be here to help you until you pass your NCLEX and are licensed and ready to go. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.